Hey guys, what's up? This is Jay from Sentinel Trading Channel. So welcome to the next update video. So in fact, this is just going to be a quick update video. So if you guys are new to my channel, basically what you guys are going to find in this video is how I actually use this trading software called the Binbot Pro automated trading software. So if you guys don't know what Binbot Pro is basically an automatic trading software that actually takes a trade after you click the run button right over here, and you can actually input your own settings, and also there's a top 10 robot settings. So however, one of the major problems about this trading software, or in fact any other trading software, is you can't use any trading software blindly, and you can't simply expect to turn on the trading software at any second of the day and expect them to win. So in fact, there's a lot of Binbot Pro trading users that find it quite difficult to use. However, if you guys know when it's effective to use the Binbot Pro trading software relevant to the trading settings that you use, then in fact it is very possible for you to grow the account. So my current balance stands at 14 grand. In fact, I've just started with $500 back in early April. So it's about March actually. So somewhere in March we are about 500, and all the way in July 2019 it actually managed to compound quite a bit. So I have not withdrawn from this trading account yet. So I'm constantly still fine-tuning the trading method that I am sharing with subscribers that actually sign up Binbot Pro using my trading link, and also for that is in fact for free. However, if you already have a Binbot Pro trading account and you're interested in my trading method, please email me at the contact you see on your screen right now. And then we can actually discuss further. And also for any new user, before you sign up or before you actually fund your account, make sure you contact me on the contact detail that you see on your screen, and then you guys can actually get the trading method for free. All right, so okay, so as mentioned, so in the rest of the video is pretty much a real trade execution that I recorded on my PC, and I will actually show you guys from what I look for before the trade and during the trade and also after the trade. It's all recorded, and I actually cut it into small pieces during the moment of the trade, so it wouldn't be so long. So I hope you guys can actually learn something from this video, or also get a feel on how exactly I use the Binbot Pro trading software to grow my $500 to the current 14,000. All right, so enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Thanks. Alright guys, so the first trade demonstration is right here. I've actually frozen the screen right here so I can explain what is happening. So basically I look for two things before I turn on the robot and also decide which settings to use. So the first thing I look for is the market structure. So based on the current price, it is basically a trending market structure. As you can see, it's nicely trending downwards. And also the Atr behavior. Firstly, you have to know that the ATR is already above the yellow line. So the way I judge ATR behavior is for the past 10 minutes, and if the ATR is obviously holding at a certain level, let's say around, like in this example, I would consider this holding. So it is not an ATR increase unless it is an obvious increase for the past 10 minutes. All right, so if it's not obviously increasing for the past 10 minutes, do not consider it as a ATR increasing behavior. So basically with these two details in mind, and right now the clock is at 8:18:40 seconds where the alert came out. So basically I will wait for 8:19:00 and check whether the RSI does go out of the 75-25 channel. So as of right now in this frozen screen, it is just touching the 25 line. It is not yet crossing. So if by any chance at 8:19:00 if it crosses, at that very moment I can turn on the robot. If it's not crossing, I will just wait and observe the RSI for the next couple of minutes. All right, so let's move on to the actual trade right after this moment. Alright guys, so basically right now it's 8:18:40 seconds. So as mentioned in the previous segment, I'll be waiting for 8:19:00 to check whether the RSI does indeed cross. So now right now you can see a tiny bit is crossing, and right now it's not. So if it does cross, I'll be using the settings D. Alright, so as of right now it is not crossing, so I'll wait for 1 more minute to see whether at 8:20:00 whether the RSI does cross. So as of right now the RSI is indeed crossing the below the 25 line, so we'll wait for 8:20 to make sure that it's still crossing, and then we'll activate the robot. So since this is the current the latest guide would be version 6.3, so in ATR holding situation plus trending, we will be using the settings D instead of settings O. Alright, so I'll be executing settings D at 8:20. So far the RSI does look like it's going to hold about 10 more seconds. Alright, 5 more. Alright, so it's confirmed to be crossing. I'll turn on the settings D right now, and we'll wait for the trade to be executed. And usually the trade will be executed within the next 1 minute. If there's no trade executed within the next 1 minute, please turn off the robot. Alright, let's check the trade history. Alright, so there's a put trade, and let me turn off the robot. Always remember to turn off the robot after your trade. Okay, so the put trade is placed somewhere around this candlestick right here, so let's wait for the results. Alright guys, so here at the trade history, in fact I've actually won the trade, so my balance stands at $13,400. So one of a good trade execution. So as you can see, my trade history is having a really nice win streak right now. Okay, so let's move on to the next demonstration. Alright guys, so in this situation we have first the trending market structure, as you can see the circle area, and also the ATR increase situation. So as mentioned, the way I judge the ATR behavior is based on the past 10 minutes. So as you can see, the past 10 minutes the ATR actually dropped from the blue-yellow zone into the red-blue zone. That means in between the blue and the yellow line, horizontal line, those are actually one zone, and between the red horizontal line and also the blue horizontal line, there's another zone. So basically in the past 10 minutes the ATR does decrease from the blue-yellow into the red-blue, and however a recent candlestick actually pushed it back up into the blue-yellow zone. So hence I would consider this as the ATR increase situation. So this screen is frozen at 14, 44 and 46 seconds, so that is when the alert came out. And in this situation, so I'll wait for 14:45:00 to confirm that the RSI is still crossing below the 25 line. So if yes, we will execute a robot based on the trending market and ATR increase situation. Okay, so let's look at the next part to find out which setting that I use. Alright guys, so we are waiting for 14:45:00, and right now the RSI seems to be still holding out. So in the trending situation and also increasing ATR, I will be using settings O based on the PDF V 6.3. Alright, so let me turn on the settings O right now. So yeah, right now at 14:45:00 I've turned on settings O, and let's switch for trade. Alright, so now we have a call trade at 45 minutes. So let me turn off the robot. Call trade, let me put an arrow right here. Okay, so oh, what a great candle. Okay, let's hope that this trade turns into our favor. So as mentioned, a trending situation plus increasing ATR, we will be using settings O based on the PDF V6.3 guide. That is the latest guide. So alright, so unfortunately we have lost this trade. So we can see that this trade history here, so my balance go back down to 12 grand. So it's pretty close actually. We would have won if the candle didn't become into a pin bar. That is really unfortunate. Well, this is trading, is pretty normal for any traders out there to face loss once in a while. Okay, so this is pretty much how you're supposed to execute the robot, and in fact if the robot still have the trade open, we would have won the trade nicely. Okay, so let's move on to the next example. Alright guys, so in this example we have a trending market structure, which is rather obvious. You can see in the price chart, and also the ATR behavior is similar to the previous example, where in the past 10 minutes the ATR went from the blue yellow zone back down to the red blue zone, however just for a little while, and then it has an obvious increase back up into the blue yellow zone. So hence I will consider this as an ATR increase situation. So the screen is actually frozen at 14:12:04. That is when the alert come up, and right now in fact the RSI is parallel to the 25 line, just 25 line. So in fact it has been giving out alerts for the past 2 minutes. However, in the past 2 minutes it failed to actually form an obvious cross below the 25. That is why I haven't not turned on the robot. Okay, so as of right now we're going to check whether on the 14:13:00 whether the RSI does cross below the 25 line, and if it does cross below the 25 line in this situation, based on the PDF guide 6.3, we will be using settings O, and we will execute settings O at 14:13:00. Okay, so let's have a look at the exact execution. Alright, so based on the previous previous screen, so we'll be waiting for 4:13:00, and this is the trending situation, trending market situation, and also increasing ATR. So we have about 40 seconds to wait until 14:13:00 before we turn on the robot. So the RSI is in fact moving. Okay, right now it is obviously crossing the below the 25. So in the previous 2 minutes, the RSI has been giving out a lot of alerts, but it fails to cross. So finally, after 2 minutes, it decided to cross. So let's wait until 14:13:00 to confirm that the RSI is still below the 25 line. And once it is still below the 25 line, we will be applying settings O in this situation. It's pretty much similar to the previous example that we have. Alright, so for now it's 14:13:00. Let me turn on the settings O. Okay. Alright, so now we have a call trade open at 14:13. Let me turn off the robot right now. Alright, let's see, call trade at 14:13. It will be at this bar, and let's wait for the trade results. Alright, so we're back. So in fact that we have actually won the trade. Right now my balance goes back up to 13 grand. Alright, so you can see based on the price chart, it's a nice decision by the Binbot Pro trading software, and a very nice call trade in this situation right here. Okay, so I think it's pretty simple. So once you get a hang of it, you guys would probably be familiar with deciding which setting to use within the 5 seconds of watching the charts. Alright guys, thanks for watching my trade demonstration video. So if you guys are interested in trading Binbot Pro using my method, please make sure to contact me through the contact that you see on your screen right now. For me, it's been working very well since June 2018 last year. However, I would say that I've actually revised my method at least 5 times due to market change and also major updates on the Binbot Pro trading software itself. So do make sure, please contact me and also say hi, and also share your experience with trading. If you guys need some feedback, I'll be more than happy to give my input. Alright, and also for followers that have been watching my videos for a very long time, and also the current subscriber to my Binbot Pro trading methods, please look out for an announcement somewhere around this week. So I am looking, or rather I'm expecting there would be a change in which settings we use, especially in the current market. So if you would like to pause trading, please feel free to pause your trading for a moment until I give a new announcement on which settings to use. So I would need maybe 1 or 2 days of testing, and also to make sure everything is in order. Of course, once it is in order, I will finalize and roll out an email to you guys, and you guys can continue to use the current settings if there's no changes needed, and if there's any changes, I will announce it through email as well. Okay, so and lastly, the recent trade, especially since July, it's been pretty good. I would say I would take very little trades per day. I would recommend new traders to also take maybe 1 to 3 trades a day, and if it's not an ideal situation, or rather the condition doesn't fit the guide, please do not actually take any trades. It's better to not trade than actually take a bad trade in any point of time. Alright, so okay guys, and for those new subscribers, these are my trade history, and it's pretty much to answer like how my trade is been going on so far, because I do get a lot of questions like that rather often. Okay, so please have a look at the trade history, and you guys can have a gauge on what the gain is, and also how the trade is executed. And right now I'm pretty much very happy with the performance. It's starting at 14,000, so perhaps I'll do a withdrawal in 20,000. Okay, and also I'll be starting a new account, a smaller account, especially on a account that has different execution time, like the start time. So mine so happens to be at the 24th seconds. So some of the Binbot Pro users executes their trade at about 03 or 06 instead of 23 or 24. Alright, so for those users that have a different start time compared to mine, you guys please drop me an email, because I will have a modified method for accounts that have different start time than as compared to this one. Okay, so that's all guys. Thanks for watching my video, and also please remember to subscribe, and I look forward in making more videos for you guys. Cheers.